June 30th, 2018, Saturday. So, like, God, are you sick? I was sick this past week. This is the last, maybe like 5% of, or less of mucus that doesn't want to go away quite yet. Not wanting to go away. Yes, I has cough, but no, I is not sick. I did do a major breaking of routine today, though, which was fantastic. If I remember to do it, I'm not too lazy to do it. Thumbnail is going to be a picture from me randomly going to Wrightsville Beach, which this wasn't like, you know, oh, last night I randomly decided to do it. You know, it was probably the most completely out of the blue randomly going somewhere that I've probably had. Because what I've done sometimes on Saturdays, and I don't think Sundays, but probably Saturdays at least, is going out of. Fine, don't get up here then. Last Saturday, I'll decide, okay, well, I need to go to the store or something. And it could actually wait another day if it absolutely needed to. Not that it absolutely should have to wait another day, but I digress. So it'll be Saturday morning, and I'll be about ready to go to the store. Then somewhere in my mind, some part of me is kind of curious about something, maybe like where some road goes, or something. Just like, well, I'm just gonna go drive around randomly today. So I'll tell myself, I'm just gonna go to the store, and maybe I kind of do eventually, or maybe I don't. I just spend part of a morning and part of an afternoon just roaming around randomly. Or, for example, when they opened the Urban Beltway, whatever they call it, near here, it was connected to I-73 north and south. So there was 2 Saturdays where I decided to see where one of them went. One Saturday was where I-73 north went, one was where I-73 south went. I'll don't sign on my laptop. I've seen you keep jumping here and doing that, so don't do that. I one Saturday decided I wanted to see where 68 North or 68 South went. That was 2 of my Saturdays at some point. I've just driven around random places. Probably hasn't been like most Saturdays. It's been probably a small sample size of them, but I've had those days happen. And it's probably me trying to just break my routine, just trying to do something special. And then probably frequently, you know, I do enjoy it, but then part of me is like, you had groceries you had to buy, you had stuff you had to do, what are you doing? If I ever wanted to do that today, of course, I got an excuse today because I have a 5-day weekend up ahead, even though one of those is 4th of July, I'll be at my parents' house, but 4-day weekend still. So today I had to go to the store to get milk and some granola bars for breakfast. Granola bars I was about out of, and milk I was out. There was no way I was going to be able to push that off for another day. Anything else I could wait on. But I think something in my mind again is like, we're going to drive around randomly today beforehand. Even though I said I'm going to go to the store real quick. And I think every time I'm always kind of deciding. I think a few of these times where I like, where does so-and-so road go? I think I kind of decided that before I left. And today I probably also decided I was going to randomly drive around, but I really had no idea where. Usually I have some vague idea of which way I might want to go. So, today, it was no idea at all. So I went to get on the Beltway, the Greensboro Urban Loop, I think, is what we might as well call it. And I can get on there to get to two of the grocery stores I typically go to. Well, I got in the wrong direction. Okay, well, I'm going somewhere random today. Well, I didn't get on 40. Okay, I kept going. It's on I-73. Okay, well, I-73 becomes I-85 and I-40. Heading towards Burlington. Drive past Burlington. Drive past Mebane. Keep going. Raleigh-Durham, maybe? I don't want to go to either one of those necessarily. Then, I saw a sign that was telling people, hey, there's construction on I-40, use whatever route as an alternate if you're going to Wilmington. I'm going to Wilmington. Got a bit turned around, stopped for lunch, checked my map to orient myself, and also say, alright, well, where do I want to... Where's an actual beach? The other round, Wrightsville Beach. Wrightsville Beach it is. This point I was still an hour away and already had driven, shoot, maybe 2-3 hours by this point already. When I started going to Wilmington, I had the idea in my mind of, I'm going to go on an actual beach, and I'm going to walk barefoot on said beach, and let the water wash over my ankles. Now, this was so unplanned out that I was in clothes that I wouldn't want to get wet at all if I could help it. I don't have flip-flops. I might have some swimming trunks that fit, but again, I didn't decide I was going to go to a beach until I was well past Mebane, which, if you want a general gauge how long that isn't driving, you're probably talking, maybe at this point, 50 minutes to an hour before I actually had an idea of where I was actually probably going. So I had the idea in my mind, and I made it there, and it took me a while to find a place to park, but I eventually did, and said, alright, I'll give myself 2 hours to just walk up and down the beach. And for the most part, I just kind of walked, like, to the point where, like, the water could lap over my ankles and wash sand off. I also discovered that I probably will want some flip-flops of some sort to walk on the initial sand at the beach, because the initial sand was freaking hot. But once I was at the part of the beach that most people probably, like, do beachy things on, where the actual water likes to wash up and all that, it was very nice. Also managed to get 2, I'm going to call them blisters, on my feet. I'm going to blame it on the hot sand I initially walked on. One on one of my heels and one, like, on the other foot's big toes. It wasn't like one foot got blistered up, it's both feet got a blister of some sort. And I had sand all over my feet, and so all over my shorts. So, when the pants finally dried out some, there's now some sand in my driver's seat of my car. So, I'll be back in at some point. Also, because my blisters were hurting so much, I had to put my socks and shoes back on, because I carried them. Because I wasn't going to walk on blacktop to get to the beach. F that was stupid. That was really nice. Going and doing that was fantastic. It really was. And yeah, there's several things I wanted to get done today if I could, you know. There's the mountain of recycling that's grown again. There's trash I need to take out. You know, I need to schedule all those semi-annual comprehensive vet appointment for all sorts of stuff. Probably some other chores I need to do around the house. Apartment, I should say. And then the grocery shopping trip that I did do on my way back home. But all that was, yeah, it was great to, it was great doing all of that. It was a great reset. Hold on a moment. Right now the Olive apparently decided to stop having a complete fit. I really, I guess the big takeaway point from all this is I really am very happy that I just drove to the beach randomly, pretty much. However much or however little of my subconscious was just having that game plan. You know. Because I think I needed the reset of just going there. You know, it's 2 hours on the beach, which probably a lot of people would say, oh yes, you know, it's their zen place, their happy place, go to the beach, whatever. Whenever they feel confused, frustrated, whatever, they go to whatever happy place. Olive, calm down. It's times like this I really wonder if I should get a second cat for Olive to play with. I really do. Because good lord. Anyway. It really was amazing to me just how much of a reset button it was to just go there for 2 hours. And to drive there. The whole thing of just deciding I'm just going to go somewhere randomly. You know, people just say, oh, I just decided to take a day trip or a weekend trip to wherever. This ain't the first time I've done that. I've also kind of technically done it when I still lived in Burlington. I just went to Raleigh for a day and just walked around there for a while. That was great too. It was a complete changing up of my routine. And I needed it, because I think I started getting caught in a bit of a rut, and I think I also just kind of started drifting back into just make it through the day and just get back to work the next day. I need to take a break from everything, especially this week, because I learned that Chris, I'm going to say through no fault of his own, because it sounds like it was a stupid policy that got him terminated from his job. Again, it sounds like it was a stupid policy, and Chris was really just devastated about it. It seemed like after so long, he finally just, he was on the, or at least he was on the path to being able to finally take care of himself and not have to ask me for so much help, if any at all. And then there was a major setback. I wasn't necessarily counting my dollar bills going, well, now I got this much money to do whatever, and assuming I was going to. I was still going to wait and see to see how much help I still might have to give. Didn't really get that chance because there was the first request for money, and I'm guessing the second one should be happening about now. He might be holding off and not wanting to ask if he can help it. And plus, I think Alex got jobs that might still not be necessary, because Yeah, Chris should have asked for money by now. Customer was the first. They'd have the rent paid before then. Maybe it's just gonna be $400 a month from now on until Chris does find a second job. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, that happened, and it didn't. I don't bring it up because, like, well, it just ruined my week. No, work was already kind of being work. And I'd already kind of been, for sure, trying to wait and see and be really open to, well, time for a new job. But I was still going to be over a month away anyway. And anything can happen in July. Who knows? Maybe they're going to call going, yeah, policy was BS. We're going to hire you back on, or he'll get another job, or some long lost uncle will say, hey, yeah, we're giving you $3 million after tax or something. I don't know. Anything good could happen. I'm going to assume it could happen. It was great. It really was just, it was a fantastic reset button. Just go to the beach and just walk there, and just to spend a day just not being in my routine. To really have a day a lot to myself. As I often was in my head going, hey, weren't you supposed to do stuff? Hey, hey, hey. I was telling them just hush. Beyond that, I don't really think I slipped into any thoughts I'd want to really tell to hush. Which was good. Had a lot of thoughts of thinking about something with Norfolk, Virginia. If I were to go back, what I'd rather do and all of that. And it's still 3.5, we'll say 4 or more hours to get from here to Wilmington, Wrightsville Beach, wherever. But it's certainly in my repertoire of stories I can tell, and potential, hey, I want to get away things. I've wanted to see a couple different places along the North Carolina coast. Going to the Outer Banks would still be cool. And I got a rough idea of what Wrightsville Beach is kind of like. I can have that in my back pocket for just in case. I also, I know Wilmington has, I think it still has the USS North Carolina, the battleship, so that could be cool. Also passed by a place talked about Civil War battlefield, which got my attention. And I know that I-87 and I-95 are highways. I should know I-95 is a highway. I-95 is a major north-south highway, but I-87 exists. So, yeah, that was my day of just leave for milk at like 9:30 in the morning and spend the day just meandering around. They really tell me about 6 hours to get from, roughly, from getting here to actually start walking on the beach. I got turned around at some point, admittedly, but still. Yeah, I stopped for lunch at a certain point. And it took me a while to put through Wrightsville Beach to actually find a parking space, good lord. But it was wonderful to do that. I really want to go to another beach and do that another time. Maybe bring somebody along with me, who knows. I also need to buy tickets for Raw. I'm going to do that tomorrow. And schedule an appointment and start churning through a bunch of these tasks I didn't get to today because I was resting my brain. Also I have stuff I need to do tomorrow. I'll deal with it when I wake up in the morning. I do thank you for listening. Talk to you next time.